So here are the neighbors. Apparently, they have put their grill right up against my fence. And as you can see, the smoke is just bellowing up on the branches of the trees that are on my property, that the branches are hanging in the air. This is very strange. I've never seen this before. This is the first time I've ever seen somebody put a grill up against a wood fence and then stand there and watch the smoke as it bellows onto the trees, potentially causing a fire not only on the tree itself, but the wooden fence that is backed up against their grill. I mean, what is going on here? I mean, do you see the smoke? Look at this. I mean, it's probably kind of hard to see because of the lighting, but there is a ton of smoke just rolling. There you go. Now you can see it. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, what are they even cooking on that grill? What smokes like that? This is very, very, very weird. Very, very weird. I'm going to go outside and see what's going on here. Maybe I can smell what the smoke is, because it doesn't seem like it's anything that I'm familiar with, ever witnessing in my life. Here we go. Look at this. I mean, yeah, so that's what's going on. Apparently this guy is having a fire on his grill right underneath my tree and against my fence. So, yeah, that's what he's doing, is obviously trying to destroy the trees that exist out there, because he's upset that they hang over his property isolated in the air. Apparently he owns the air space that exists above his actual property. He doesn't like any leaves. And these are the same people that I used to have trees right there that used to go all along that fence, and I replaced them 6 times because they would just die. And I was pretty sure that they were killing them each and every time. So I finally, after about the 6th or 7th time replacing them at Home Depot, I decided to just not have trees there. But you probably can't see, but I have other arborvores that start right at his property line. That are still alive. But all the ones that were directly behind his property they died 5 times in a row. But all the other ones lived just fine. So it's obvious that they have a problem with the trees that are on my property. Before I bought this property, a neighbor told me that they had problems with the previous owners about the trees, that they wanted them cut down because they didn't like the pine cones that fell in their yard, and apparently there was an ongoing problem with that. And then I bought the property, and upon finding that out, I went ahead and cut all the limbs that are over their property as high up as I could physically go. so that it would be less pine cones. You can see where the trees cut off on the parts that go over to their property. So I've actually taken effort to try to correct the problem a little bit, and that's apparently not good enough. They are now literally trying to burn and smoke the tree out, so that they can continue to just sit. You can't see it, but right above the fence there's their chairs and their patio where they just sit there all day and look over here, you know, pointing at the trees, talking about the trees. I mean, it's rather comical to watch it. They just sit there and point and look at the trees and talk about how much they hate these trees. I just think it's very interesting. I thought I wanted to videotape it so everybody could see what's going on here. You know, I need to put up some kind of privacy right there so that they can just sit there and look at the back of whatever fence I put up. Good thing I got the rocks there. You can't kill the rocks. Don't care what you pour on them. So good luck with that. But otherwise, there you go. They are literally trying to smoke my trees. So until next time.